Yo yo, hello. It's Lolgor, and I decided to cast this match. Um, it is the Nothing Special Cup organized by Fufu Hunter, so thanks to him for organizing. And I've heard he was doing so well, he was even requested to do more. I hope he does. I hope he does. I really hope he does. Especially for the next patch. Yeah, this is the final clash of the cup, and it's best of 5. This must be game 4. I've watched it live, and now I was like, okay, it was a nice match. Let's see if I can record a game and talk a bit and yeah, upload. Let's see. Hope you gonna like it. I hope the balance between game sound, my voice and music is well. I had some tries already, so yeah, it was a bit difficult to get everything balanced. So this is Farseer against Everser Assassin, and it's Gordian against Valerio in the final, and we have some early Banshees today, and we have a second Banshee squad coming for Valerio. This matchup, I think it should be overall more or less even, so I think there's no glaring imbalances in this one. So we have these Banshees, we have better equipment being builded, and yeah, I think Gordian was smelling it. And yeah, nothing to do against these Banshees here, and they wiped the node, retreated, and lost 2 models. In this patch, it's 30 requisition per model to reinforce. Next patch, it's gonna be 35. I'm not sure if I can talk balance here, but I think it's not too crazy that they're gonna change it. Yeah, so Gordian doesn't go for a node right now because he was building the Purgation squad. Well, he can node actually, but he doesn't. Maybe being busy with guided Banshees can be very dangerous, but there's a lucky knockover, so they have to retreat and do some models. While that, the heroes are doing some pressure or decaps. Node, 40 power income, and Everser will not do well here, so he retreats and he used the... it's Psychon, which gives damage mitigation 30% and damage increase 30%, if I remember correctly. Quite nasty, but yeah, at the expense of some HP, so he has to sacrifice 100 HP for this to run. And these Purgations are really in a bad spot here, surrounded by Banshees and have to retreat. And this is very interesting. I mean, I've seen this game already, so what Valerio here is doing is using these Rangers. They come cheaper since, I don't know, last patch or patch before, I'm not sure. So they come for 20 power only, but they don't have their sniper rifles. So they're going with blade and pistol. Again, Reverser has to retreat from these Banshees. Spirit Stones for the Farseer. And Purgation come in. Rangers, sneaky beaky, tying up this Purgation squad. That's really such a... I've not seen it before. It's really such a really impressive build and strategy he's using here. I'm going into this later. And again, IST, burst damage, lower HP units, but quite decent damage, and then he's just tying them up. Reverser again. He has the executioner pistol for the neurotoxin shot, which is giving good damage over time, and also applying a slow, and can be used to finish off squads that are having only 1 or 2 models left. And the trade-off is he's not giving up his melee damage, but he's really hardcore, like fire on the move and shit. Nice special from Farsia before she retreats. But then you see neurotoxin on her on retreat, dishing out damage and wiping the Farsia. So we have like, I think 1 lost node here, 1 node here. And yeah, losing the Farsia, so mostly still equal here. So how do these Purgation approach these Banshees? Left or right? Oh, Banshees coming both ways. I think that wasn't intentional, but was tricky here. Banshees coming here again for another node. Neurotoxin. 3 gens here, both going tier 2 already. 7-minute mark. BP mostly equal. Another node down. They're very passive. They're not doing much damage, as these are in melee and get a resistance. That's smite, yeah. Not that smiteful actually. Capping here. Yeah, he has to eat it. Another gen lost. So this is so far being quite expensive for Gordian. And there we have a fast Rhino. Yeah, you see, like, eco-wise, Valerio invested more due to reinforcements. Map is more or less equal. Now it's like... Now it's more turning into Valerio's favor. So he has like 3, almost 4 acquisition points. Gordian has only 2 and another gen down. Less cannon Rhino. He upgraded for less cannon just blindly. Strike squad cannot do much. Smite, retreat, and these guardians are annoying. Rangers, you don't see me, you don't see me, you don't see me. Just sneaking around in between. Farsia has the rune armor. That's where the resources went. And a Doombringer. And used it on the Rhino. Has to go back to the base. And here, not taking damage from the base turret. When you have a low HP sentinel, sometimes it can happen that your base turrets shoot your own sentinel and dies. Use these build stones on the Banshees that retreated in order to get them back to full health, and then they can basically go into the webway gate. And Valerio is putting these gates across the map, and Gordian really has the problem. He has no detection, so he can only see the gates when he comes close. And yeah, Overwatch mistake, 2 rhinos. Sometimes not even bad if you forget to turn off the Overwatch. So let's see what he can do. So he's going for a turret. Yeah, so basically Gordian is blind. OM has a very bad detection because you have to field operatives or the Vindicator Assassin. And so he cannot spot these gates, and also not the rangers sneaking around, infiltrated, sneaky beaky, sneaking around, and basically spotting which gate to use, maybe left or right one, from where you start your ambush. And now Gordian has a 3-0 cap, which wins him a good chunk of VP. And yeah, now he has to make use of his units, and in order to deal with these double rhinos, Valerio decided for fire dragons. And now there comes a sneaky beaky attack with the webway gate ability. Rhino being cursed by the Blood Spear. And this doesn't look good. Yeah, taking down the Rhino. Again, Gordian trying to sidecap, decap, putting some pressure, basically trying to split Valerio's army, trying to get some other caps then in between, and now he's still there sitting with his less cannon Rhino. He actually has to make him pay off. He has to go for his gens. So now here you see the kill zone ability, because Gordian switched from the pistol to the Eviscerator Axe. And the kill zone is in the zone he can place, he can enemies receive 30% more damage from melee. And this is gonna be changed in the next patch. Here you see the mark ability of the Versa Assassin, which reveals all enemy infantry units on the field, so he can see all the units. 450 red, and if there's something stealth, like rangers for instance, they're gonna be revealed, but these gates, they're not units per se, so they are not getting revealed. So this is a plasma grenade time here, I think. Then smite for the grenade, taking revenge. But Guardians, they're not impressed. Banshees approaching again. VP, gens, whatever they want, they're going to take it. IST are in trouble. Less cannon, not useful. And there's a Falcon. Actually, I'm wondering, why would you field a Falcon if you have already fire dragons? And risking that Falcon. Yeah. Oh, Spirit Stones. Super strong. Barbarian. I forgot to mention. Barbarian on the field. Sanctuary. Dealing with these Banshees. Tying up the fire dragons and then using the Rhino. Doomed Rhino, by the way, but then he doesn't target the Rhino. Strike team surrounding the Falcon, standing around it. I'm not sure if they could have out-repaired. I would kept doing what they were doing. A single fucking ballsy fire dragon guided by the Farseer, trying to take on the Rhino. And this is a dead Falcon actually. Banshees. Again, this pressure play of Valerio is really good. These side rushing Banshees. So he really missed this. I'm not sure if he was just busy with other things, but this was a free kill, right? Meanwhile, Banshees raiding. He put a gate there, I don't know, maybe for distraction to like, you can have my gate and I have your gen, is that okay? Oh yeah, here also doomed strike squad. As you can see here, the requisition points, it's 4 against 1. No, it's 5 actually. 5 against 1. So with the webway gates, Valerio is really playing a very good map control game, but still Guardian is patient and focusing on the VP, as you can see, like 370 against 200. So this Librarian leaves the Rangers peacefully. I think he just saw the trouble going on here, and here, Psy Cannon. And he just moved his Librarian over and didn't realize there was a Ranger squad capping in front of his face. So this was a half HP Falcon advancing. Ballsy. There are actually a lot of very ballsy plays here. So this is vehicle trade, and this is the essential. Yeah, so they basically traded vehicles, and one of the Banshees came here to flank, to basically surround the Rhino. So as of now, they've traded vehicles, and oh, this looks not good. He lost the Banshee squad, so overall I would say hard to tell who got made more sacrifices here. Fugation, flee from devastating Rangers. Putting another webway gate here in order to come back. Mark again, revealing all the infantry. Oh, this is so nasty. Like, Guardian is still blind, kind of, no detection. He decided to go for a Librarian, which absolutely is understandable to have Sanctuary. Again, kill zone here. Makes them not want to fight. And this gate is so useful to control these. And these here as well. It's crazy. A Doomed Librarian has to flee. Psychon. And a nasty grenade on the Everser. And of course, Revenge of the Guardians. Wow. I think this is really a micro-intensive game so far, because there are lots of simultaneous fights going on across the map, and then it's really hard to Yeah, really hard to keep concentrating. So they're both doing really good. So this is super annoying. An autark landing on IST, throwing them around, and then the gate again being used. What is he doing? Attacking from all sides. He wanted to... He saw these strikes in the middle and then he wanted to intercept these behind again. Valerio really making use of the outer part of the map due to gates, and Gordian is trying to put pressure on the game his way, the only way that he can put pressure on the game with VP. Again Mark, I'm not sure why, but okay. Where are Rangers? They're sneaking around. And again, autark from the gate with Farseer support, causing disruption and havoc. Now he knows there's the gate. Now Golden, he cannot see it, but he knows it's there, and then he has to go on the keen side and then taking it down. Rangers, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rec points, right? And these Rangers, they're taking the 6th rec point on the map. He has all the rec points right now, and this is mental. Yeah, Gordian must feel like really pressured now. I mean, like seeing like you have no points of the map belong to you. it's crazy, but he keeps calm, doing the thing and ignoring the fact he has no detection. He's not fielding operatives or Vindicare yet. Instead, he's going for a Dreadnought. Then you see here another gate. So again, many fights going on across the map. And there you see the D-cannon just came from NL Singularity. Wow. Holy shit. If that was retail, there were... besides there was no OM in retail, but they would have been dead, right? So in Elite you have these damage resistance aura from the HQ. And... yeah, funny move. Again Mark being used. I'm not sure when Gordian tries to decide when he wants to use Mark, for what reason. I think most times he's actually in the gate and you wouldn't see him. So now he knows, another fucking gate. Take it down. So now as the game proceeds and the Gordian's victory pressure keeps going, now he can find time. To cap some red points. Causing some disruption, and charging out instead of charging in. D-cannon backing them up. Again 2v1 cap, or 0, now 2-1. So down to 83 already. That's mental. So again, these Rangers, I don't know if I said it before, but the Rangers also were used to interfere a little with the pathing of the double rhinos. When there were double rhinos, it was moving them behind, and rhinos or vehicles have priority, but still there's still models there, right? So they can make a Rhino turn around still, like messing with the Mitro or messing with the travel time, and can secure vehicle wipe. Spirit Stones being used, healing up the Banshees and all the surroundings. He went for Fist. I'm not sure. I think personally I would not go for it. Oh look, the IST used the Fanatism, which gives invulnerability for like 3 seconds. Oh, Bio Meltdown and a charge back. Really nasty move. So yeah, here he used the Fanatism on the IST really well in order to prevent damage from a Plasma Grenade. Here we have a D-Cannon being stuck in the Rockaway Gate. He knows there's a gate, he wants to take it down. And there was the blast shot from the Fire Prism, wiping out the Propagation Squad. Holy moly. So, what now? They are freed now. Sanctuary? Yeah. So now Guardian decided to go for Unique Assassin in order, I'm not sure if you can say hard counter, but I would say, yeah, it's quite a counter to the Fire Prism with the Turbo Penetrator rounds and with the Acquire Target ability, where in Fog of War you can still see your target. Basically, if it vanishes into the Fog of War, you can still see it. So now I lost a bit track of the game, to be honest. So here are Rangers again, securing map dominance. Doing some good damage. This is getting dangerous for the Prism. Still acquired, you see the cross. $170 against 36. So the focus on the victory points really paid off so far for Guardian. Now he really only has to keep calm and patient, like he did already. Oh, so what's happening here? What is this? Singularity? No, it is the kill zone, flanking Banshees. Maybe they wanted to try. They wanted maybe to assassinate the assassin. Unique Assassin. So now Guardian is pushing, combining all his forces. Now he just has to roll advance and trying to push him back and secure the win. So now actually the Dreadnought is really a threat. I would have gone maybe for multi. What is it? Multi-melter, multi-laser. Or did I really love the fucking plasma gun? The knockdown is so good. So now he's going for a D-cap and they are going for the cap. Again, Mark being used, so he knows what's going on, but actually now Guardian only has to focus on these 2 VP and put pressure, and then later on getting this one, and then he can play this down. Patience. Again, very good usage of the charge ability. Dreadnought winning time. Now it's just winning time. You really don't want to deal with a Librarian on a victory point with a Sanctuary. It's so good. And now here, so many fights going on. I think Valerio here lost a bit control. Squad wipe of the Banshees. Here trying to decap, here capping, killed the Autarch. Rangers, they cannot really intercept here, yeah, so they call it GG. Avatar of Cain was about to come. So yeah, so what happened here actually in this game was really intense to watch this. So I saw it on live stream. I was not expecting Gordian to win this match, and but he played patiently, and Valerio on the other side, he was like having this really crazy plays, early pressure with the double banshees, and then with all the gates. Like we had gates here, we had a gate here, then was a gate here and here. I'm not sure. Here was one. Here you have one, and then basically he had his network, his spider net of like accessing the whole map, and at some point he had like Valerio had like 6 requisition points, and basically for Gordian it was like a he was shut down like completely, like almost a black map, like yeah. So he actually could have prevented this decap here if he wanted. I'm not sure, I cannot see his cooldown, but if he would have popped the Sanctuary, he could even prevent that decap. Yeah, and the problem for Gordian for sure was like he had no detection, so these Rangers for me were the fucking MVPs of this match, because they tied up squads that were like dishing damage out or suppressing stuff, and they just tied them up and run around like, I don't know, you know this video where like people throwing a ball and you have to focus the ball and you don't see a monkey walking from left to the right through the screen, you don't notice when you pay attention to the ball. So it was like Rangers moving around the battlefield while there was a party going on, and they just went for the next point to decap. No, he used his Rangers really nicely, like all over the map, and were key also to the map control. And Gordian was blind and he had no operatives, and yeah, detection is a bit lackluster for OM, and so then later on he had the Vindicare Assassin, but this was not like detection the reason. It was more like the counter to the Fire Prism, and he decided to field the Assassin to counter the Fire Prism. So I think it was a bit questionable that he used the D-Cannon and a Fire Prism. Instead, Valerio could have went for the Seer Council, and then together with the gates and the gate ability, together with Banshees and Spirit Stones. I don't know why he swapped for Ghost Helm at some point. I think it was a reaction to the Librarian, so he tried to doom the Librarian, dish out some damage, and then making the Librarian retreat and then finish him off with a Ghost Helm. It's not as strong as in the retail anymore, but it's still like it has some sniping potential, and of course suppressing infantry when needed. Yeah, I think Valerio with Gates and Seer Council would have been better compared to D-Cannon and Prism. Yeah, so then in the end he fielded the Avatar. As the points got closer for Valerio, I think maybe even a Seer Council also would have been more helpful because they're getting produced faster, and then you just put them in a gate and then use them from here to here and have a strong melee presence, and they would deal with the strike squad easily. So yeah, I don't want to criticize, but I just want to point out what could have done differently, maybe better. Yeah, overall it was a nice match. It was a nice cup. Thanks to Fufu Hunter again. Yeah, and thanks to both players, really good players, and it was a really nice and intense match. And yeah, let me know. I hope the cast was good enough and you had some entertainment, and I hope the mixture or balance between the audio sources are okay. Um, anyway, let me know maybe in the comments. Would appreciate it, and see you next time. Maybe I do this often. I'm not sure. I just felt like I'll do it. And yeah, let's see. All right, bye bye.